English prepositions can be a real headache, especially because there are so many of them and they often serve multiple purposes. This is particularly confusing when it comes to choosing the right preposition after certain verbs. For English learners, figuring out which preposition to use in a specific situation can feel overwhelming. In this video, we'll break down some of the most common mistakes people make with prepositions, especially after verbs. We'll also look at some helpful patterns that can guide you to make the right choice. Let's start by exploring why these errors happen and how you can avoid them in your everyday English. You use verbs that describe movement from one place to another. You generally need the preposition to. For example, you say, I went to London last year, not I went in London last year. The preposition to shows movement from point A to point B. The only exception is the phrase go home, where home acts as an adverbial noun. Other motion verbs that take to include walk to school, run to the store, move to the left, and swim to the shore. However, if you want to describe movement into a place, you use in or into. For example, when in the school. You can also use other prepositions like across, along, or over to describe different types of movement. Now let's talk about static verbs like arrive, be, and stay. These verbs don't describe movement from one place to another, so we don't use to after them. Instead, we use that to show being in a location. For example, I arrived at the airport late is correct, while I arrived to the airport late is not. The same rule applies to be and stay. I was at the theater last night and I stayed at my brother's house last night are both correct. Remember, to is for movement, but at is for being somewhere. Keeping this distinction in mind will help you avoid common mistakes and sound more natural in English.